What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to T3G. This is the Tangents Podcast. This is going to be a special presentation, a special episode. I'm not sure which episode it's going to be, but what I am going to be talking about today is, as you can see, Ghostwriter, not the original series, not the reboot from, not reboot, I guess. It was just like another series. Back in the early aughts, as you know, back in my day, they didn't do reboots. They just made new shows. So you had Ghostwriter in 1992, I think the original series was, and then you ended up with the new Ghostwriter mysteries in 1997. No, it was like 2003 actually. I take that back. There was this series kind of had a resurgence in the late 90s, but then there was like a new kind of another series in 2007. Anyway, what I want to talk about is the current Ghostwriter series on Ghostwriter Apple TV. On Apple TV, which I just finished. And, were they calling it Ghostwriter The Next Chapter? That's cute. We're going to watch this trailer real quick. It's a couple minutes, and I'm going to give my thoughts.
Something creepy is going on. We all see it.
Whoa. It's a ghost. A ghost writer?
It's not easy being the new kid.
The menu board says come together.
Ever since you moved here, we've seen these bizarre messages. This never happened at my old school.
I'm pretty sure it's never happened at any school.
Not true.
Alice's Adventures in Wonderland.
Ghostwriter let the character...
That's funny, because that was the reverse of what happened.
Just out of the book.
Mad Hatter.
Alice, the rabbit.
That's Mr. W. Rabbit to you. What is this?
What are you doing?
Horrifying.
Look.
Mowgli from the Jungle Book.
Why did Ghostwriter release these characters? Find the book and read it.
It's the only way we're gonna solve this mystery.
Do you have anything to eat?
No. So now we can hear animals talking.
Where is my dinner? I have grown tired of the cheap kibble.
Ghosts only hang around when they have some
Real talk, though, that was the best part of the Mowgli two-parter, was that the Frenchie that talked.
sort of unfinished business.
Something bigger, a real secret.
Run!
You are quite a small cat.
What I like in size, I make up for in charm.
Ghost Rider! Can you hear us?
Hey,
The whole city, Ken.
Super cool.
You have no idea.
Here's the thing. Man, I feel like every time I touch this gain dial on the amp, it just messes the levels so high. Here's my problem with this show. I liked it. It's enjoyable. I like the old logo way better. We're just going to Google it real quick. Ghostwriter logo. Oh, boy. There it is. That's the original logo. It's even got the little ghost in there. I liked it better. This new one where everything is in the Times Roman or whatever it is. Not a fan. The ghost itself, the Ghostwriter itself, does not show up in the show nearly as often as he does in the previous show. It's just like, letters change and they don't emphasize things. My biggest problem with it, though, is that scene where it says come together. Ghostwriter, who apparently has its own, because we don't know who it is, and even by the end of the first season, we don't know who it is. Ghostwriter apparently has its own agenda. It is releasing these creatures from books and to help in the, to help in the kind of revelation of the bigger thing, the thing it needs help with. They are going down the route of this is a ghost that has unfinished business. They do initially think that it is full spoilers, by the way, if you don't know, if you have not listened to this podcast before, you probably don't want to listen to this if you have not watched the show. But anyway, they think initially that it is Ruben's grandmother, and by the end of the season, apparently it's not. Maybe it's not. We don't know, actually. And it's not bad. My problem with the show is that it goes really far out of its way to be like third grade friendly. Like really, really far out of its way to go to be like super third grade friendly, to be just completely, I don't even want to say PC. It's not about PC. It's just like super kid. I mean, like this. So in the first episode of Ghostwriter here, we're gonna go back. Where is it? IB Ghostwriter. Go back. There we go. In the first episode, I'm gonna hit you right here. So this is like a night shot. Also, I have like a complete side issue with the fact that Ghostwriter is now a thing that is literally behind a paywall, and you have no way of watching, when originally it was a public access television series. So, yeah, that's a whole other thing. I mean, if you look at, we're gonna watch this real intro here for the original show. This was what I saw every single time I watched Ghostwriter, and I loved it. I memorized it back then.
Exercise your head. Read.
Exercise your head. Read.
Ghostwriter is brought.
And like, you know, it had a message of you should read. It just generally speaking, it had a general message of reading and you know, exploring books, and of course, it had the bombest intro. Right here. Also, there was like a secondary later one, which we'll get into in a bit. So this is the beginning of the episode, and this is Jamal coming home from the grocery store, it looks like. And they go out of their way to make it clearly like some dangerous shit, right? So he's witnessing these kids fighting. They have these masks on, and it's dark, and they've got all sorts of flashlights, and it's getting weird. And then the next day, where is it? Right here. The next day, she's tying her shoes, and these dudes are robbing. They thieving.
Hey, wait a minute!
So this is like there are real consequences. Whereas in this new show, you just have a lot of, you know, cute things. Like with the Alice in Wonderland, they're like, so they release these characters, but no one can see the characters besides them, and then they have to deal with the repercussions. So for instance, when they release when Ghostwriter releases the, where is it? Right here. When it releases the Alice in Wonderland characters, the tea party, they make the tea party, everyone else can't see the characters, the food, maybe the food. I actually don't know. I don't remember. But it was just like, they made this big ass mess. Now they have to clean it up. These characters get to walk away from it because they have no repercussions. They're just characters. They're invisible to most people. So that's why, and you've got a
rabbit to you.
rabbit walking around in the middle of the hallways. So everybody that gets released from these books is invisible. And then in the last arc, which is like a 3 or 4 part arc, it is a Frankenstein story. And this is the one that really kind of, because I was kind of middle of the road on the show. I was kind of like, nah, like it's not bad, generally speaking. Like, it's a kid's show. Like, I get it. I feel like most writers these days, when they write kids shows, they just don't get kids. They don't know, like, it's possible they're not parents, so they don't know how to like teach children things. Because, for instance, in the first episode or the first couple episodes, they don't know who Alice in Wonderland characters are. Mind you, all these children are, let's see, grade 7. There it is, 7th grade. In 7th grade, you don't know who Alice in Wonderland is yet? I call bullshit. Second, also, Reuben, his grandparents owned a bookstore. His grandfather is still there, owns a bookstore. Presumably, the kid's been exposed and educated on the value of books. Call bullshit on none of them know anybody from, like, by sight, anybody from Alice in Wonderland. And these are children in 7th grade who have never seen a Disney movie. Oh, are we pretending Disney movies don't exist in this universe because we're on Apple TV? Eat a dick. Anyway, my point is, there's just a lack of consistency. So once they figure out that it's Alice in Wonderland, because the book goes, once they figure out which book it is, the book is empty when the characters are out of it. So that's kind of like the whole shtick. Once they figure out that it's Alice in Wonderland, they then download the book on their fleet of fucking iPhone 11s. They all have iPhone 11s, right? And then, in the second to last arc, which appears to be at least a book that was written specifically in accordance with the show, because I can't seem to find a version of that book that is not branded with Ghostwriter Apple TV on it. They never fucking Google the characters. Not once. In fact, they never Google the characters until they figure out the book without technology, and then I downloaded it. I just instantly downloaded the entire book. We're going to all read it tonight. Why didn't you just Google the characters? So then my thing is, do they exist in a world where searching for information doesn't exist, but searching for books does? It just is very much an inconsistent universe. It's an inconsistent narrative as far as, like, the whole show is like technology based. 2 separate occasions there's a FaceTime call because, again, Apple TV, the whole thing, promotion. I get it, but at no point does anyone Google something. Like, they just search something. It makes no sense to me. And I feel like once this rumored, because they are rumoring an Apple search, kind of like to compete with the Google, I feel like you will see, like, season 2 of Ghostwriter, if such a thing should happen. If it comes on the heels, let's say, of that announcement, they'll be doing a lot of Apple searching for stuff. They'll be like, wait, what character is this? But then what I feel like at that point, what they could do is get a little more niche with characters. They could get a little more in depth with characters. You bring out, oh boy, I literally just had his name in my head from The Hatchet. It's like one of the few books I read in grade school. What is the kid? Oh boy, what is the kid's name? I forgot. There's a series of these books too. I completely forgot. Brian's Winter the River. Damn, there's 4 other books in this? Jesus. See, this is what I'm saying. I did not read much in school. Who is the character? Brian. Okay. So let's say, they bring out Brian and he's like, oh my God, I'm back. And like, there are opportunities to kind of diversify, because right now we have just seen, part and parcel characters that have always been talked about. Hold on. Shut up! Fucking dogs. Right now, we've only seen characters and storylines that have been kind of part and parcel of like children's stuff. You know, Mowgli, your Alice in Wonderland. The third arc is featuring, it's like the Curious Case of something with a C. I mean, I don't know why I'm being silly. Ghostwriter. There it is. The Disappearance of Emily H. Jesus. Yeah. So so that series is like, that's something that I feel like most people don't know. Let's see. Does it say when it came out? The Disappearance of Emily H. by Barry Sammy. Goodreads. Yeah, sure. Let's look at it on Goodreads. Does it tell me? 2015. So it's a recent enough book, and a girl is missing. 3 girls are lying. 1 girl can get to the truth. I like that. That's good. I wonder, is it a series? Yeah, interesting. My point is, that's the kind of thing I would like more of, because I actually like those episodes the most, because she had this unique ability, and as you saw with the Mowgli thing, they got their power. So like the Mowgli can talk to animals, and because they were nearby Mowgli, they got his powers as well. So when they were with Rain, who was the main character, well, the detective character from this book, they were with. They were having the ability to see these sparkles, and the sparkles are like memories that she could read. So my point is, going more into kind of a, what's the word I'm looking for? Going more into like a generic, broad. Going more into a broad field of books and novels and things like that, I think could be interesting, because I'm sick of seeing the same 10 children's characters on screen. So, like, the fact that they got into Frankenstein, I thought was interesting, but then they hid all the, like, bad parts of it. They looked nothing like they did in any other representation. Let's see. I wonder if it's online. Frankenstein, Ghostwriter, Apple TV. Let's see. Images. It's very... Wow. It's shocking how little of this show there is online, because most people aren't talking about it. That's just the real talk. Most people are not talking about the series. This dumbass poster, by the way, I fucking hate it. This is their, like, official poster. It's so stupid. Like, this is a terrible representation of what the show is. This makes me think that they're going to shrink and that they're going to, like, go inside of books. That's not a thing that happens. Like, this is it really, I have a little bit of, like, graphic designer still inside me, and it bothers the shit out of me when people just execute these shitty ass designs. Anyway, no, I guess I'm going to have to sign in. Watch.apple.tv.apple.com. tv.apple.com, sign in. All right, so once we are signed in, ooh, what is Tehran? Very interesting. I like her. Why does she look familiar though? We'll have to watch that trailer later. God, I hate, like, on a whole other aspect of this. So, can you tell me how I search for a show? You can't. You can't, because I physically have to scroll down. What's this? Mythic Quest Raven's Banquet? Why did that look like CG? I like him. We'll have to watch that trailer too. That's going to be the next show I watch, is Dickinson. But, oh my God, I fucking hate the app is terrible. As I watch this through my Mac Mini, the app is terrible, because when you play it, it just plays that episode. There is no next episode button. You have to close that episode to play the next episode. It's the least fucking it's the least intuitive thing on the fucking planet. And look, I'm just there. Thank you, Jesus. All I'm trying to is go to a show. There's no, like, menu. how do I go? There we go. Franken Ghost. Thank you. It knows I watched it, which is fine because it did. And I just want to show you Frankenstein. Let's see. There we go. Perfect. That's great.
Do you have a name?
No bolts, no sew marks. Just like they found an old tall dude. That's who it is. And then when they pretty much force, when they make the second creature, as it were. Let's see. Actually, I think it's the end of this episode. When they make the second creature, it's just also, look at how long these fucking credits are. The credits are on like 4 different languages.
I don't think this is gonna have a happy ending.
I will not hear it. I will not speak with you.
You don't know much about ghosts.
Maybe it is on the last episode. Oh, that was part 1, that's why. Part 3. That's fine. Oh no, this is Sparkly Ghost. Why? Do you see my fucking problem with this goddamn service? Like, there we go. So the other, it's just some, like, attractive woman and they put some makeup on her. Like, it's not, there's nothing scary about these characters. It's all just too shiny. It's all just too damn shiny. And it needs to be better. What is... Please tell me there's a show called Victor Frankenstein on Apple TV. Victor Frankenstein. Is it a 2015 movie? It sure was. No, so it's not an Apple TV thing. It's just... Okay, I'll have to watch that too. God damn it. But what was that? What was that trailer? What was the trailer for? Forgot. Apple TV. Maybe they have it. There we go. Anyway, so that's my point. Like, Ghostwriter show could be better. It fails. It fails in a lot of ways, I think, to present an interesting show. I'd love to see. Like, I want to give my login to someone I know with kids to see what their kids think of the show. I might even do that. And report back because, man. But let's now, real quick, watch. We're going to watch Tehran. We're going to watch... What was the other one? I'm interested in this Central Park thing. We'll see Trying as well. Bucket. What was the other one? Wasn't there another 1 day ago, 8 hours ago? So they had, like, it's not new enough that it's not on here yet. Central Park, For All Mankind. Maybe it's just older. There's Defending Jacob, Home Before Dark. I'm interested. I did start watching, what the hell's the other one called? The Morning Show. I did start watching The Morning Show. Super interested. Like, it hits really, really well. No, that is the trailer. All right. It hits really, really well. When it first came out, I was not like in the headspace to watch it. Played the first episode and just like I cracked up a couple times. It's played really well, and what's his face? God, I can never remember his damn name. The main dude that was on Space Force, which I think he also did an okay job at. I think Space Force is funnier than it deserves to be, and it's like weirdly serious in parts. I don't know. It's strange. But he does a really, really good job on The Morning Show, to the point that I think it might be his best serious role. I have not seen that one wrestling movie, but like, I don't know. I have feelings that that's the best one. So now let's watch these 4 trailers. I'm interested in Central Park, but this is...
You have 47 minutes. Stay in communication with me. Do what you have to do. I will be home by tomorrow afternoon.
یه اتفاق بعد افتاده. یه مأمور موساد وارد ایران شده.
اسرائیلیات میخوان یه کار بزرگ بکنن.
The
coast is clear. Take care of the package.
I'm in. Copy that.
همین امروز میخوام گیرش بندازم. اینو پیدا کن.
The cops are here. You have to get out.
I'm almost done.
התחיל את הפריצה הפיזית.
دیگه کی هستی؟
The mission is burned. They're on to you now.
من مخلوط شدم؟
از مسکن نخشف.
Very
ندارم برم.
I'm into
ساعتی
this.
شب.
میدونی قایم کردن یه اسرائیلی یعنی چی؟
I will get you out. I'll do whatever it takes.
I'm so into this.
I need your help. The police are looking for me.
I don't even need more. Let's see this thing.
Everybody.
All right. You already got a chuckle out of me.
The park, the light through the trees, the birds and the squirrels.
It's Central Park. It's a haven. It's a jewel.
Sir, do not beat a statue.
I love Hot Lips Turtle Head Day.
More than Graffiti Removal Week?
Oh, I do love that.
I should get going.
Who's my special boy?
Me.
Look at you. You are my special boy.
Too bad you can't just stick him back up there, huh?
What?
Nothing.
I hate that park. It's just a patch of dirt and weeds. And
She said, too bad you can't just stick it back up there.
we're gonna buy it. We're gonna do the biggest real estate deal in the history of the world.
It's not possible.
Question over here, Betsy. Are you wearing a dog?
It's perfectly normal.
I'm not gonna lie. It's a little distracting.
No, it's not.
Someone needs to protect the park.
It's impossible.
Nothing's impossible.
Did your voice just get really weird? Central Park.
How many times did you text him?
What would you say is normal?
Twice.
Oh, no.
Okay, so, and then we've talked about this before. Kristen Bell is no longer doing that because reasons.
I'm dying.
He's fine.
Throw this. See if you can get it into the park. Did you get it?
Right where I wanted it.
Where else?
Wait. Hold on now. That very, very incredibly white woman is to be portrayed by a black man. But I thought the problem was that we couldn't be doing things like that. What is happening in Hollywood? I don't even understand anymore. Yeah, this is the problem. This is my issue with the whole voice casting fucking out, like self-outing or self-cancellation. It's dumb. Anyway. I'm gonna watch it. Friday.
Look, I've just had a big dinner and it's 1 a.m.
Do you still enjoy having sex with me?
Absolutely yes.
As much as you used to?
Yes.
Wow.
I've seen the film before, so I'm not on the edge of my seat, but it's still my favourite film of all time.
That's a great line. I've seen the film before, so I'm not at the edge of my scene. I'm at the edge of my seat every time, but it's still my favorite film of all time. Wow. That's a really, really good way to talk about relationships and long-standing relationships. That's interesting. That's a great line.
You don't have kids?
We have actually been trying for kids for a while now.
Waiting complications. Conceiving is very unlikely.
So what do we do now?
A small piece of us dies and we just carry on with whatever's left.
All right. Well, as long as we've got a plan.
Yeah, I'm in. Fuck it. I'm in. That's good. They really need to fix that fucking... I swear, if the new software doesn't... No, because I'm running the beta. I'm in the beta, and that's still how it behaves. God damn it. Maybe they'll update the TV Plus app. Fucking shit. Such a shitty interface. Anyway, I'm really curious about Mythic Quest because I really like that dude from...
In a world of legendary heroes, one man will rise to take all. of the credit.
This game has something that no one else will. Me.
Oh, it's not him. It looks like him.
This is where the magic happens.
I thought it was the dude from Burn Notice, but it's not.
Hey, can I get a coffee?
I'm coming on!
Everybody has that game that they fell in love with because they make an impact. Those games were somebody's legacy. Well, this is my legacy.
Our legacy.
Our legacy, whatever.
It's not my legacy.
Oh, it's not.
I have a BA in Women's Studies.
What exactly is Women's Studies?
It follows the experiences of women and the contributions they've made to...
Inquiry withdrawn.
Quick thing, I'm worried about the time.
Yeah, David, I'm moving as fast as I can. It's not my fault that these watermelons don't explode like real heads.
I can get you real heads. Not human.
That's commitment.
I built your vision. It's like you're this brilliant painter, and I'm your favorite brush. I'm just some tool to create your masterpiece.
I like that metaphor, but it's not quite right, is it?
Are you seriously about to noodle on my metaphor right now?
I know that I can be difficult. Papa, you can't give up. We're like the Beatles. Together, we make masterpieces. I could write the lyrics and the music and everything, but it would sound completely different without the drums.
Wait, I'm Ringo?
Well, yeah. Of course you're Ringo. I mean, look, somebody's got to keep the beat.
Oh my God!
Why does everybody hate Ringo? I'm not a big Beatles fan. I actually have no, like, I liked a few of their songs, but like, I'm not a. Let's see what our surprise wallpaper is right now. That's not the wallpaper. I'm looking up Ryan Benjamin. Microsoft Store's open. Jesus, so many fucking things are open. Oh, yeah. I actually really like this piece. It's stretched across two screens. But there are a bunch of redesigns for Dazzler by... I don't have the artist's name on the screen for some reason. Anyway, that's going to be it for this one. This weird fucking one where I just ended up going on my own fucking tangents by myself. Sweet fucking Jesus. I can't just focus. I need some ginseng or whatever the fuck helps focus. That's going to be it for this one. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And whatever episode this was, we'll see you in the next one.